Okay, guys, now we are heading back. Well, and you can actually walk across that bridge, but I wouldn't recommend it. You get halfway across and you're fucked. You got no room. Only room for that truck or that train. And you do not want to fuck with that. Come here. Well, I guess you'd have a very little room on this side, but that's it. That actually used to not be there. You only had the tracks, because me and my buddies one night, and I had a dog named Jade, and we were camping down here for a week. And some buddies of ours, we walked across it at night, and there's some pretty good sized little gaps in between the trusses. And at nighttime with a dog, we made it about halfway and Jade was freaking out, so I ended up picking him up. At the time he was about 85 pounds and carried him. Hey, heel. See, I mean, they got good little gaps in them all the way across, and these are actually newer. The other ones were rotten, and you can't smell it, but I can. They're like tar or something on it, some kind of rosin. Come on. Come. Gunner, come. Come on, buddy. These are good ankle roller rocks. They got really bad ankles. Come on. It's a cool area here, man. Let's go, bub. Let's go. Come here. Come. Wait. Wait. Gunner. Hey. Wait. Wait. It's okay. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Alright, I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse, and we're just gonna go for a little walk. Hey guys, thanks for watching Blue Ridge Mountain Adventures. Out here at Weaver's Bend today. Different spot though. I know we've been to Weaver's Bend before, but this spot's much different. We're more, you know, flat area. The last place we went to in Weaver's Bend was kind of mountainous, hilly. Wasn't really anywhere flat. You could set up a tent, unlike this place. Really good spots to set up tents. I mean, you could have 30 people here and still have room. I mean, it just goes back as far as the eye can see. Back that way. Just green. Might have to take down a little stuff. Even got more room over here. Beautiful, beautiful. And then, to top all that off, we have a tree that has fallen or been cut. So what that means is we have firewood. Now, do we have stuff that's actually the size that my chainsaws can cut? I don't know. I haven't really checked it out. This stuff over here. So I'm gonna have to pick up all this trash, man. How do you come out to the woods and just trash it like that? So this stuff here, I believe we can use this for sure. So I'll cut up that over there where Gunner's walking. I'll use that piece. I'll use that other piece over to the left of it. This little hump right here, I can use that. Chop that will be easy. So, yeah, let's get the chainsaws started up and cut. I would like to do that before it gets dark. And so we're doing this as safe as possible, because I am not a professional. Gunner, stop eating grass, bud. I don't know why he's been eating so much grass. I don't know if it's nerves or you know, just being in a new place or what. So, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. That really is means a lot. So, thanks, guys. Good boy, I know those loud noises freak you out, buddy. We gotta get us some firewood before it gets dark. Yeah. That weighs too much. Damn. I thought that stuff was cured, but it's still kind of green. Wet wood does not burn. Does it, bud? Goodness, man. Alright guys, let's go. I'm gonna do a little walk around because this is too green to burn well.
Changed the locks on the house, but if anything else weird happened, she'd go right to Uncle Pete. She was done with the so-called pranks. When she left the shop, all ideas of doing anything but head straight home left her head. The wind had picked up, and it looked like a new storm was coming into town. She should get home before the snow started, but wouldn't if she detoured and went to see her uncle. She dialed his cell. Busy. She left a message and headed back to the house to get ready for the dinner. Thank God they'd asked Seth to drive the guests to the dinner. She would hate to have to navigate the icy roads tonight. When she came in through the kitchen door, Shauna hurried over to her. "You look frozen. I can't believe you went out in this." Kat shook off her coat and put on the jacket she kept in the kitchen.
Man, this chainsaw.
"It was sunny when I left. Sit down and eat some soup."
It's heavy, but
Shauna
man,
moved to the stove. "Then we both need to get ready for tonight." Kat hurried to the table. As Shauna set the bowl in front of her, Kat grabbed her arm. "Sit down with me. I've got to tell you something." She went through the conversation with Dante and included seeing him at both the library event and the bar afterward. Finally, after she'd laid out the incidents, Kat asked Shauna the one question that had been nagging at her since leaving the bookstore. "You don't think Dante took the book, do you?" Shauna tapped a finger on her lips. "Eat while I think this through. You think because Dante was at the bar, the library, and the bookstore, that's evidence that he stole the second book. Was he even in town for the first theft? And why would he steal a book?" Kat pointed her spoon for emphasis. Because he's a collector, that's why. Then why would he give the book back? Wouldn't a collection with 2 Hemingways be more valuable than a collection with just one? Shauna grabbed her notebook off the side of the table. Who did you say his nephew was? He didn't tell me, Kat admitted. With a bowl of soup in her stomach to warm her body, the idea sounded more and more far-fetched. But he basically admitted the kid was responsible for the weird hang-up calls
here's
you
one of
got
the
last
knives
month.
that I've made.
Shauna wrote a note on the paper. Maybe your uncle can check out any kid with the same last name,
We're gonna
or with Dante
shave it and make
listed
some
as a next of
curlicues.
kin. If
For
he's
my
here
foot
visiting,
rod
the college
and
should
my
know who he
fair
said he
rod
was
too.
seeing. I'd feel stupid telling Uncle Pete this. One, he didn't believe me when I told him the first time someone was in the house and making prank calls. I think he even said I was lost in my fantasy worlds. Kat took the bowl to the sink and rinsed it. So why would he believe me now? You and I both know he was trying to hide how Michael died back then. Shauna stared at the page. Bugger. What if this nephew was the one who actually killed Michael? Or he could have been the contract hitman who tried to kidnap Christina. Or anyone within a 10-mile radius. She paused at the sink. I'm going upstairs to shower. I promise I'll talk to Uncle Pete tomorrow, after we get everyone out of the house. Seth came through the front door with another man before she got up one stair. Hey, Kat, this is Hank, the heating and cooling guy from Denver. He's here to do an estimate for us, finally. Seth turned toward Kat. Hank, this is Catherine Latimer. She owns the place and likes being called Kat for some strange reason I could never decipher. Hank held out his hand for a handshake. Sorry it's taken me so long to get back. Apparently your house is under consideration for historic preservation. Believe me, you don't want that headache label placed on you. It took me a month just to get permission to give you a quote. He smiled. Although I'm pretty sure they didn't have systems anywhere as nice in the old days as the one I'm going to sell you. And you already have a security monitor. Pleased to meet you. She looked upstairs. I'm invested in getting that attic section livable, and not just on soft spring mornings or Indian summer days. Seth said you wanted to set up a library. I think that's a great idea. Too many homes I work on installing windows don't even have one book in the house. Unless you count the cookbook on display in the kitchen that, from the way it looks, I don't think anyone used for years, if not ever. He looked at Seth. My man here tells me you're an author. I'm going to buy your books for my daughter. Do you think a 12-year-old would like them? I think she'd love them. Thank you. She smiled at the guy. I'm afraid we make up for a lot of homes without books. We have books all over. Her gaze automatically drifted to the hallway to Michael's study. Turning her head back, she saw Seth watching her. We better get upstairs if we're going to get this done before 6. Seth slapped Hank on the back. I'm also the chauffeur around here when retreats are in session. Sweet gig. Hank tipped his baseball hat toward Kat. Nice to finally meet you. This guy talks about you all the time. The men headed toward the cellar door to inspect the current heating unit. Kat heard Shauna from the kitchen doorway. He seems nice. You could have come out from behind the doorway and actually met him, Kat pointed out. I wasn't eavesdropping. I just came to see who was out here. I heard Seth's voice, but didn't know who the other guy was. Shauna smiled. That's a bad habit, you know. Kat started up the stairs. You may not like everything you hear. That's what my grandmother said when she caught me the first time. But ever since I was 5, I've never regretted knowing what I heard. Shauna paused at the bottom of the stairs, looking up toward Kat. Besides, you won't tell me what's going on between you and Seth, so I have to figure it out by other means. Maybe it's none of your business. Kat heard Shauna's laughter all over the widow. Kat could hear Uncle Pete's pencil tapping on his desk. That's pretty creepy. Uncle Pete cleared his throat before responding. Yes, it is. But it may not be the worst thing a member of the Cornelio family
Gunner,
has done
stop,
recently.
bud.
Chapter 17. Uncle Pete's comment whirled in her head. Of course he'd hung up after dropping that bombshell. Some emergency at the college made him cut the conversation short. He promised to try to come for coffee tomorrow evening, even if he couldn't make dinner.
Gunner,
Kat
stop
took out a
eating grass,
notebook,
bud.
and from what she could remember, made a timeline of the prank calls that occurred during the last retreat. She'd thought maybe it had been one of the guests, since it seemed to stop as soon as the retreat ended. Now she wondered if it had only stopped, so it would look that way. She pictured the smiling bartender and wondered why the kid would want to scare her. He'd said his major was in accounting.
Alright. Tonight, guys, we are having hot dogs and what else? We've already had some other snacks tonight, but toasting up our buns here. Got some buns toasting on this side of the fire. You gotta constantly move those around. Drop them in the ashes a couple of times. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of leave those on the very edge. Keep them nice and ashy. Better flavor. So these are actually done. I do not like my hot dogs burnt. Get a nice, heat them up really hot on my fire. Alright, nice char. Now I'm gonna come over here to this little table. Okay. Drop a dog in. It's very, very hot. Second dog. I have a couple more in my cooler. Okay, so I want a couple more. I better hide that one so Gunner doesn't take it. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. Okay, guys, good morning. It's Austin here with Blue Ridge Mountain Adventures. We are making some coffee. It's early. Got the truck started up there, charging a few things. Don't want to be stuck here with a dead battery. I do not have a battery pack. I need one very badly in case truck dies and anyway, I had to jump start me. So anyway, we got our water starting to boil. Got our grounds that we freshly ground yesterday before coming out here. We'll go ahead and put our creamer and sugar in our thermos and get it as sweet as we like. Got utensils out here. This is a cool little toolkit. Not sponsored by them or anything. Not sponsored by anybody. Anybody that would like to sponsor me, I'd love to be sponsored. But this is a cool brand. I bought them. Come in a little 2-pack. And they are actually made out of titanium. That's why they're kind of purple like that. Hey, buddy. Hey, big guy. Hey, Gunner. What you got, buddy? What you got, buddy? That stick? That stick? Okay, now that we have our boiling water, it's just boiling over everywhere. Get our spoon wherever I put it. I like my coffee strong, so I'm gonna do 2. 1, 2, and a little bit. Give her a good stir. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 across. Let her sit for 5 minutes. Start. Alright guys, I just want to show y'all a quick tip. So, hey, Gunner, stop. I was walking around camp and, you know, it's springtime and around here we got something that around the mountains called spring onions, you know? Just like chives, basically. This is what they look like. Okay guys, I'm going to give y'all a little tip here. Springtime in the Blue Ridge Mountains, y'all will see these springing up around everywhere. These are spring onions, springing up everywhere, especially of course in the springtime is when you'll see them. So what you do is get in here and get all these dead ones out. You want to get as low as you possibly can. Just gently pull. You have a little bowl bottom. At the bottom, all of this plant is edible. You can really smell the onion whenever you peel that away. It's almost like a garlicky onion. You can sit here and, I mean, it's a little time consuming, but definitely worth the venture. Some of them you'll break, but look at that. I mean, every time you'll get a nice little bulb. So we're gonna harvest this little patch up here. This will be good to throw in. I got a stir fry for dinner tonight. Hello, Gunner. Sometimes when they're just really hard to get out, I'll bring my shovel over here, and that means they have probably a good sized bulb on there. See, on that one I got two. And you can use just the top greens. Gunner, stop, bud. And that one was really in there. Once you start pulling them out, the dirt loosens and they are everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Within where I sit, I see like 8 piles around me. I really want to get this one stuck down in there. Man, that's so deep I can't get it. Alright. Good little bounty to throw in with the stir fry. And if I feel like it, I can go around to a couple more and some more of these. Because they cook down to nothing. But, oh my gosh, the garlic onion smell is just phenomenal. We really need to invent smell-o-vision because, man, on point. So, got that harvested. Throw them up here. Let them chill for the day, let them dry out a little bit. Alright, so that's my little helpful tip. Lay down, Gunner. Gunner, stop. Lay down. Good boy. Lay down. Gunner, please lay down. Just chill, man. Just lay down. Gunner, lay down, man. Quit eating grass. Come get on your bed. Please. Lay down. Good boy. Thank you. What is it? There's nobody down here. I think I like our campsite better. This road is rough, man. Isn't it, buddy? There's potholes everywhere. This is rough. Sorry, buddy. This is extremely rough. I don't think I've ever seen this road so rough. I got a tired puppy. I'm really just curious if I have neighbors. I like to know if there's other people camping around me. That way you can kind of be vigilant, you know, aware of where people are. You don't ever want anybody sneaking up on you while you're camping. And vice versa. You don't ever want to sneak up on somebody camping. Always let people have their distance when out in the woods. And if you do come across a campsite, be loud. Hello, anybody there? Make yourself visible. You know, you don't want to be hiding behind a tree and trying to sneak around and get your ass shot. So this is a cool area. I was gonna camp over here, but when I got here, I was pulling in, there was a white 4Runner pulling in over here that looked like it was about to go camping. So I didn't take this spot. I'll let them have it, and I'm just curious if they're over here or... I do not see anybody over there. There are giant boulders in this field, so I would just turn off in there, but right now the grass is a little too tall to do that. And see, I like this campsite, but there's no shade. So, I mean, let's go down in here. Got this little pretty area. There is somebody over there. See, this is a beautiful spot. There's an elderly couple over here, and they might just be here for the day. Doesn't look like the same vehicle. That was, maybe that is a 4Runner, I can't tell, but kid down there. Yeah, I think that is a white 4Runner. And there's a way up to that field, and I wonder if it's blocked. I don't really remember what the road looks like. I've hiked it before, but usually we hike it at nighttime because you can see the stars really, really well. This truck has so much torque, I love it. Fucked all that up. Alright, buddy. Come on. Good boy. Good. What's up, guys? So, yeah, thanks for watching Blue Ridge Mountain Adventures. Tonight we are going to be cooking a stir fry here in the mountains. So, I am going to be cheating. I don't want to cook over the fire just because you get real inconsistent temperatures, and I don't want to mess up my pot. This is really, and I didn't even bring out my fold-out stove. It's just, I got a nice stove, propane, why not use it? Get a nice hot consistent heat. Got a fire going, could cook on this, but usually I like to cook like meat and stuff on it, which, you know, like I said, I could do, but we'll see. We'll see how I feel whenever we're cooking tonight. Got Gunner here with us. Got my boy Gunner. Yeah, got my boy Gunner. He's just been, I don't know if he's not feeling good today. He's been eating a lot of grass, so finally got him to eat a good dinner tonight. He ate a good dinner, yeah. So, got a good dinner in his belly. I think he's worn out. He's been running a lot. So, anyway. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Really appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all in a minute. Okay, guys, so tonight we are going to grill out some chicken breast over the fire. Got that grilling up. Let me get this camera adjusted. It's looking good. One thing about it is I'll have to keep rotating it. Because it's so close to the coals, so hot. I have it over a big old hunk of wood, so it's not directly over the open flame, but it's still going to be over some pretty hot heat on that side. So we're just going to keep on rotating it, cooking it, and you know, have a good time while doing it. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a good night. Alright, we got our noodles started boiling. They've been down for 2 minutes. Got our spring onions here with some onions. garlic in there. Man, this smells amazing.